wants nothing in his coffee. He always says, no fun. I like a little fun. I love it. And it's peppermint mocha. 'Tis the season, right? I got the goods. Let's start the video. Hey guys, we're Bob and Hillary, and you are watching Vancaskeys.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the things we hate, or at least dislike about our van.
Or we would change.
Yes, definitely. There's a few things we need to change.
Yeah, but in today's video, we're going to tell you guys those 5 things that we really just hate about our van. And if we could, we'd change them. Starting with number 5, which is?
The auto locks.
Yes, that is one that we definitely would change if we could. And we're going to show you guys what we're talking about.
There are no auto locks on the passenger side of the vehicle. As you can see, there's no buttons, so there's no way to lock or unlock the van from this side. If Hillary's sitting here in the passenger seat and I'm outside the van and they happen to be locked, there is no way for her to unlock the door from her seat. So she has to crawl over to the driver's side and open the door. And the button that's on the driver's side, which I'll show you in a second, only unlocks the sliding door. So it's just very inconvenient to try and unlock the vehicle if the keys are in here and the doors are locked and someone's sitting in the passenger seat. So here on the driver's side, we only have one button for the sliding door. And it's just very inconvenient. Again, if the doors are locked and I'm sitting in the seat, we actually had one instance where it was raining. Hillary was outside the van. I didn't realize that the doors were locked. And she comes running up trying to get in and they were locked. I had to unbuckle, climb across the seat, and then open the door manually just so she could get in. So it would be really nice if they just put some auto locks on this side. Well, actually on both sides would be better, but at a minimum here would be great.
All right, so number 4 is one that probably bothers me more than Bob, but it definitely is going to make this list, and it's going to be the seats, because these seats, to me, are just not that comfortable, and it's hard to get them comfortable, and I realize it has a lot to do with probably the type of van we bought, but let me show you what I mean. So right here, you have to twist to get the seat up or to get the seat back, right? It's like, all right, I'm trying to get it comfortable. Let me go back, okay. The other part is, okay, so you get to go up, or let's go back, put it back down, or you go this way, oops, and look, I don't even know what this is for. Sure, it does have a good reason for doing it, but then you put it back down.
Don't forget, you can do both and then raise the seat up to some ridiculous height.
Really?
Absolutely.
Can you do both and go down?
So one at a time, do each, okay. Like lift, and then do that one. Now do that one.
Oh gosh.
So.
It's like a booster seat. Okay, so I'm going to go back down. Okay, so I got him back down. So like I said, you have the thing you can turn, you have this, and then obviously every car has one of these, so you go back and forth. But to me, I just never can get it comfortable. But that is why this made number 4.
Number 3, the inverter outlet placement. As you guys know, we love our coffee. And the only outlet that's connected to the inverter is right here underneath our bed or the seat. And so if we want to make coffee without turning on the generator, this is the only place that we can do it. So if we're short on battery power and can't use the inverter, our only other option is to start up the generator and use the outlets that are on the counter. And then we can plug it in up here. Now this is a great location, but again, we have to run the generator. So if we're someplace where we're trying to boondock or stealth camp, we just can't do it and run the generator. So we're stuck with either making it down here on the floor or going without, and that never happens. It would be really nice if they could change the location of that inverter outlet to up here at the countertop and make it much more convenient for making coffee early in the morning when we're trying to be stealthy.
Okay, so number 2 is the table and the couch. And part of my reason is because it's just like an awkward place to put a table, I think, because you can't open the cupboards if you have the table up. You literally to barely squeeze by with this table. And I know I shouldn't be complaining, at least we have a table, but we really just don't even use it hardly ever. We used it, I think, the first time that we boondocked, but other than that, we don't use it anymore. It's just in the way. But I will say that if you want a table here, you're gonna love that. And we did end up getting the updated version where it's higher. I guess in other vans, this table actually used to be even lower and you wouldn't have been able to, you know, even hardly be under it. So that is one thing that I am thankful for, that at least it is high enough. And if you really needed a table, you have one, but it's just awkward. And the couch table placement, you kind of just are like, hey, you know, right in front of cabinets. And so that's why this made it onto my list of what I hate. The other piece to it is what we have found is we don't even use the couch or the table. We keep it just made into a bed. We're kind of lazy, and to set this up and tear this down every day, it's just not our thing. And so for us, we've realized that we would prefer a fixed bed, but sometimes you don't even know what you would prefer until you get into one of these things and you use it and you do life in it. And then you realize what you really do need and what you really just don't need. And for us, this table and couch, we really just don't need. We would prefer a fixed bed.
The number one thing that we hate, I would actually like to use the word disappointed, but the number one thing that we hate is all of the things that have broken and that we've had to fix. It's just been really disappointing that brand new, our first trip, we had problems, and actually every trip we've had things break and we've had issues. So we've just had to fix a lot of things. It can be a little frustrating when we're on the road. You don't necessarily have the right tools, and so you're just kind of stuck making it work. But let me show you some of the stuff that we've had to fix. We had to remount this window shade, and this one wasn't actually too bad. It just needed a screw tightened up and it was fine. We have this window shade here in the back. This one actually came off while we were driving. Had to refix the whole window shade. This is a little tiny baby screw that I lost.
Did it go right down that seatbelt hole?
It did.
Holy crap.
What's the problem?
Come here and look at this. It's screwed in right here, and they like missed, and then they took a huge chunk of wood off, so it's not like nice and square. Same thing like right here. This is all broken. It's total junk. It makes me so mad. Redo all the screws, and just kind of a poor design because these pillows actually butt up right against it. So when we're driving down the road, there's a lot of vibration, and then you've got this additional like stuff pushing against it, and it just moves around a lot. And if you've seen our video where we camped on the California coast, this door broke off. Guys, we had this little vibration thing here, like caused this to come apart. So I'm gonna take it off and work some wizardry.
What?
Exactly.
What's that word?
Wizardry.
6 a.m.
So the other thing that I don't really like about this is, so if you're here cooking, to get to the food, you have to like, see? It opens away from you. So those are my chips. So anyway, so we're gonna turn the door around so that when you open it up, it's facing towards you. And so we ended up having to take it off, and then we remounted it and actually changed the way that it opened. So this door now opens this way. So it's a little more convenient so that, you know, when you're cooking and cleaning, you've got access and everything's great. Originally it was mounted to this side and kind of opened this way. So you had to stand in the back with the table in the way. It just was really, really awkward. So that was a poor design, but I was really disappointed on our first trip when this falls off right away and needs to be fixed. But since then, it hasn't given us any problems. So, and it's actually worked a little better, but just a real disappointment. And the last thing is the pop top. Somewhere it got ripped. We don't know exactly when. We think that it was like right when we first got it. We didn't see it when we purchased it, but fortunately it's covered under warranty. And so we need to get that repaired as well. But that's going to have to be taken care of by the dealership. So let me show you where this rip is at. So it might be a little hard to see, but so you can see right there, there's a very small rip. I think that might have happened the first or second time that it opened. Somehow the fabric just got caught in the mechanism that pops up the top, but it's covered under warranty. I think that's everything we've had to fix so far.
All right, so that is the 5 things that we would change. I guess that we hate about our van, but really that we would change about our van. But we realized this is our first van. This is our starter van. We picked it. We're happy with it.
Absolutely. All in all, we really enjoy our van. There's just a few things that, hate's a strong word, but that we would definitely change.
Yes. Yeah, if we could. But a lot of those we can't. Like, we can't change the inverter.
Right.
You actually looked at changing it.
I did. But
and you realized it would be too much work.
Yes, there's just really no easy way to change that. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't really do a whole lot with that.
And then the auto locks, there's nothing we could do about that. I think we've just got into the habit now of using our key fob. Right. So you just have to make sure you just unlock with that key fob and then you're fine. So in the end, we figured it out, but it's not convenient. As far as everything you fixed, I haven't fixed anything. It is what it is.
It's a tiny house on wheels, and it's like being in an earthquake every time we're driving it down the road. So unfortunately, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I'm handy, and we can just take care of stuff.
Yeah, so that is one thing that we're grateful for, is that he is handy. And I have talked to some of you about, what do you do when you buy this van and you're not handy? And I would just say, I think the warranty is going to be your best friend. We've only had to use it for the pop top so far, but we did go ahead and get a 6-year warranty. And I really do hope that they come through. But we'll let you guys know how it goes each and every time we use it. So, but yeah, we love this van. It's our starter van. It's definitely going to be the one that we use for probably at least a year. And then more than likely we'll upgrade, because truth be told, I wish we had a bathroom. Don't tell anybody.
I'm actually excited about the opportunity to upgrade. I think that would be a lot of fun to, continue to do a little shopping and maybe find one with a bathroom, a fixed bed,
yeah,
things that we like.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, but we definitely agree that you have to get into one, and we wanted to get into one, and so this was in our price range. We are actually really happy we started off with a shorter one, so that we can, at least me, I could learn to drive it. And we haven't needed a bathroom yet. And we have a toilet for emergencies, so we're fine there. But all in all, I am super happy with this van. I love it, and I cannot wait to do tons more adventures.
We've got a lot planned, and we're looking forward to some exciting adventures.
We do. So stay tuned, subscribe so that you don't miss anything that's coming up. And I believe in the next week or two, we are gonna do the 5 things we love about our van. And those are some good ones. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps our channel out immensely. But that's all I have for today, guys. Until next time, bye. Guys. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. So this is Luke. This is Luke. He's our rescue dog. The Zoomies. You have the Zoomies. But here's Luke, our rescue dog. Say hi to everybody. Do you need a walk? Oh, jeez. He needs a walk. Bye, guys.